Imagine those being the final words spoken by the man who built the greatest defense in the league before storming out of the facility forever. We are officially at a breaking point, Panther Nation. The front office's latest decision hasn't just changed the coaching staff, it has potentially shattered the entire culture of this franchise. This is a red alert situation, with the architect of our dominance walking away in a state of pure, unadulterated rage. Before we dive into the fallout that could cost us our star players and ruin our season before it even starts, hit that like button, share this video with every fan you know, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a second of this unfolding crisis. How do you conduct a head coaching search by essentially forcing every candidate to marry the current defensive coordinator, only to pass that coordinator over at the finish line and watch him quit anyway? It is the definition of a disorganized disaster. The reports coming out this morning are gut-wrenching. After being snubbed for the top job in favor of a new offensive-minded leader, the veteran defensive coach reportedly told the organization exactly what he thought of them, and it was explosive. He didn't just resign, he reportedly said his goodbyes and told the front office he was done with this franchise for good. Think about the message that sends to the locker room. This is a man who took a struggling unit and turned them into the most feared defense in football. He coached the league's top sack leader and created a system where our players thrived. By trying to force a relationship between him and a new head coach, the front office managed to alienate the new candidates and disrespect the veteran coach who was already in the building. It's a masterclass in how to ruin a good thing. Now, we're left with a new head coach who has to walk into a building where the defensive leaders are mourning the loss of the man they would have run through a brick wall for. Can we really expect the players to just turn the page after seeing their mentor treated like a fallback plan? This isn't just a front office headache, this is a player personnel nightmare. Look at the defensive superstars on this roster. Our Pro Bowl corner went on record just weeks ago saying he highly recommended the coordinator for the head coaching job. He credited this man with the resurgence of his career. And what about our franchise defensive end? He just finished a historic, record-breaking season with 23 sacks, the most in NFL history, all while playing in this specific aggressive system. When your franchise cornerstones endorse a guy and you pass him over, you are playing with fire. Remember, our star pass rusher was nearly out the door before, he requested a trade and was only convinced to stay because he believed the organization was finally committed to winning. Does he see hiring an offensive specialist and losing his defensive mentor as a winning move? The coach is technically under contract, but as one source put it, if he has to make it ugly to get out, he will make it very, very ugly. Question of the day, is the front office officially the most dysfunctional in sports, or do you think the new hire is actually the right man to fix this mess? Get in the comments right now and give me your one-word reaction to the coaching meltdown. Now, let's talk about the man who actually got the job. I'll be fair, he is an offensive genius. He's a back-to-back national champion, he directed a top 10 offense last year, and he has history in this city. If this hire was about fixing a stagnant, conservative offense that failed recently, it makes sense on paper. Even our young star quarterback seems excited, posting about getting to work the second the news broke. The new coach brings a level of innovation and aggression that the offense has been missing. But at what cost? You cannot win in this league with an offense-only team. We were competitive because we had a monsters of the midway defense that could bail out an ineffective offense. If the new leader has to bring in an entirely new defensive staff and learn a new language, that top 5 defensive ranking is going to evaporate. We are trading the best defense in football for the hope that a new scheme can fix the offense. That is a massive gamble, especially when your veteran stars are already looking at the exits. The irony of this entire search is that the organization was trying to create stability. They wanted to keep the defensive identity intact while modernizing the offense. Instead, they've created a vacuum. They managed to find the one scenario that makes everyone unhappy. The new coach is walking into a building where the defensive leaders are mourning their favorite coach, and the front office is doing damage control on a guy who reportedly rage quit after his final interview. Could the owner pull a miracle move and just throw a blank check at the coordinator to make him stay? He's worth billions, maybe a massive pay raise to make him the highest paid assistant in league history could mend the fence. But coaches have massive egos, and he feels slighted. He feels like he was used as a fallback plan while the team flew across the country to interview younger candidates. He survived losing seasons elsewhere and eventually took teams to the playoffs. He's a veteran with a Super Bowl ring. He knows his value, and he clearly feels that he isn't appreciated here. We are watching the total deconstruction of a winning culture in real time. The new leader might be a great offensive mind, but he is stepping into a minefield. If the defense regresses, the offense has to be perfect. And if the offense isn't perfect, this entire regime will be looking for new jobs by this time next year. The weight of this decision is going to be felt for seasons to come. When you look at the successful teams in this league, they have synergy. They have a front office and a coaching staff that moves as one. Right now, we look like a fractured house. The offense is moving in one direction, the defense is feeling abandoned, and the front office is stuck in the middle trying to explain how they blew the most important hire of the decade. How does the new coach even address the room on day one? It's a nearly impossible sell. Respect in a professional locker room isn't given, it's earned, and in a division as tough as ours, you don't have time for a get-to-know-you phase. You have to be elite from the first snap. And let's not forget the roster management. With a new leader comes a new vision. Does he want different types of players than what we currently have? Does the defensive philosophy change so much that we have to overhaul the personnel? These are the questions that keep fans up at night. We finally thought we were past the era of constant turnover and blown searches, but this feels like a return to the dark ages of football. We need a miracle. If you want the defensive architect to stay, if you want to see the owners swallow their pride and make things right with the man who gave us the best defense in 30 years, hit that like button right now. We are going to be tracking every move in the facility, every whisper of a trade request, and every staff hire the new coach makes. The passion of this fan base is the only thing that keeps this team going, and right now, that passion is being tested like never before. We've sat through the losing seasons, the quarterback carousels, and the front office blunders. We deserved a smooth transition. We deserved a plan that made sense. Instead, we got a red alert situation that has the entire football world watching the fallout. But we won't stay down. We will keep demanding better. We will keep holding this organization accountable for the decisions they make behind closed doors. Because at the end of the day, the team belongs to the fans, not just the owners. And we won't let them ruin what we've built without a fight. I'll be here tracking every single move, every rumor, and every trade request as this situation develops. This is a franchise-altering moment, and the weight of it is felt by every single one of us. Stay loud, stay proud, and let's hope we find a way out of this mess. I appreciate you guys for sticking through the chaos. See you on the next one.